Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Denali and I'm a full-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. And I'm here today to share a video on going viral on TikTok and selling tons and tons of items overnight. There's actually more than that, but yeah, we'll see what we can get sent out today. Sorry, I have to adjust my camera here. Okay, so over the past, well, kind of couple weeks, but mostly yesterday and today, I have been selling these phone cases, which I can show you what they look like, on TikTok. I have a TikTok shop, which I think anybody can just set up. So this is what they look like. The brand is Lotus. They are 100% leather, and I've had them for a while and they just kind of weren't selling. And so I need to sell them is the bottom line. And I just wanted to clearance them out. So I put them up on the TikTok shop and I listed them for $1. And they weren't selling. And so I knew I was going to have to like make some content and promote them. And so I started doing that. I made a couple of videos and I was just, displaying them. I'd take them out. I would show what they do, which is basically you peel the sticker off the back. You can slap it on any size phone, so you don't have to have a certain type of phone. And then there's like this little bar in the middle here, kind of hard to see because of the glare. You just pinch it together and then you can stand your phone up like this, to watch something on there. So anyways, I started making some videos showing that, saying how they were $1, only $1, plus the cost of shipping, but they were only $1 is what I was charging for them. And so I started to sell a couple. And I had a few people buy like 20 at a time, which is really cool, like great. It's, I was advertising it as a stocking stuffer. However, then all of a sudden yesterday, one of the videos picked up some traction, and starting at around 9 a.m., I was getting an order, almost like an order a minute for a while. And I don't know if it continued to be an order a minute, but from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., I sold 700 units. And then overnight, I completely sold out. And so my grand total of all of the units sold was 1,245, if I'm remembering it correctly. Yeah, it was a lot. It was really exciting. And I had a feeling I was going to sell out by morning time. It was really important that before I left yesterday, I did like a final count to make sure that I had enough, and hopefully I did that final count correctly. So here I am today now selling them or shipping them out. So I did a lot of shipping yesterday, a lot of shipping. I spent my whole Monday shipping. I barely got all of my like eBay and Poshmark orders out. Here are, I don't want to show you like the addresses, but here are all the labels that I have for today. This is, I think, 97 orders, if all of the labels have come through. But I don't know, like I keep seeing, I don't know if I'm getting just like different orders for stuff that I have in my TikTok shop, but I see like just a second ago, a little banner came through and it said TikTok shop order. So I don't know if there's more stuff coming through, like not every order has like financially processed, whatever. I'm just gonna start shipping them out and talk to you about the TikTok shop and kind of having a viral video. So first things first, I guess let's do this order. So this one's actually really nice. The customer left a message. So I guess the customer can leave a message, maybe some notes, like, I don't know, maybe if they say like, don't include a packing slip or whatever. But this person says, "This is a great stocking stuffer. Thank you. I follow you on TikTok and Instagram." Maybe YouTube also. "You have helped me with building my eBay business." I don't want to say the person's name, but they're located in Washington State. So if you're watching this, hi, thank you for your note. That's always really nice. So this person ordered, 15. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, so here's an odd number. So how they come packaged is, I got these in liquidation. So let's start there. I ordered these in liquidation a while ago, right? It's been a while. They weren't selling, and I kind of played around with the price for a while. And now I'm just at the point where, if you've been watching my recent videos, you know that I'm going to be moving locations for my warehouse next spring. So I'm just trying to move items out of here. So anyways, they come 2 in a pack. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, plus 1 makes 15. And so what I've been doing for these larger orders, especially when there's like an uneven number here, I just cut into the side of one of these. I take this and I put it in here because these are bubble lined, and there's no sense in me taking them out of this packaging when this packaging is perfectly fine and good and usable. Let's see if I can grab some. This is probably all gonna fall. Timber. Oh gosh. You can see where I was doing some shipping yesterday. I wonder if they can fit in the 10 by 13. I don't think so, but let's just start to try. So I listed these on the TikTok shop. Like I said, I had them up there for at least a month or two. Yeah, and they were just kind of slowly selling. And then I started to make those videos, and that's where it started to pick up a little bit of traction, but not the traction that I had in the past day or two. Okay, this poly mailer is too small. I think I have a different size one. Maybe. Okay, let's try this one. Is this 10 by 13? I think this is 10 by 13 also. Shoot, I have like one more larger size. Okay, let's do this one. But let me make sure I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay. They're literally everywhere down here, so that's why I'm like, please don't lose track of these, Denali. So on the TikTok shop, you can list any items that are new with tags and then that are approved in their system. So for instance, I have a bunch of boys North Face shorts, and I wanted to list them on there, but I couldn't because I wasn't like approved by the brand or whatever. And I don't necessarily know how you get that approval. I think you have to like submit a letter of approval to them. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna have that, or I don't have that. So I didn't end up listing them there. They're listed on eBay. So if you want a pair, they're only $8, which is a great deal for new with tag North Face boys shorts. So I'm gonna stick my little label on here. And what's nice about the TikTok shop is you can do your own seller fulfilled shipping. However, you can do platform fulfilled shipping, which I just chose to do. You just input the weight, it tells you what it's going to potentially cost the buyer, and I thought their rates were reasonable, so I just went with that. So I don't have to worry about, you know, like weighing each item. All the shipping is done for me, which is really great. And I think, yeah, like I said, I think the rates were really reasonable because otherwise I just would use pirate ship. Okay, next order. Oh, this is a good one because I'll show you what I've been doing for the single orders. So this is for one case. I already have this one here that we just opened. So I'm actually reusing for the empty mailers, you get it, right? Because like I've had to empty some out. I've just been sticking them in here, and then they actually fit really nice into this poly mailer that I have. I could tape it down, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't look as pretty. So I just put it in here, seal it up, and then send it on its merry way. I'm like, where was my train of thought in that second right there? Okay, so yeah, they make the shipping super easy. You can only list new with tag items that are approved in the TikTok shop, so certain brands. And I don't know at what point if they'll ever offer like secondhand items that you can do. I think they're testing secondhand luxury, but you have to be approved through that program, which, you know, I don't have that necessarily, and two, I don't have enough of it, nor do I have an interest in doing it. Okay, I have another one for just one case. So I'm gonna open another one of these. And so if you buy liquidation or you have access to lots of new with tag items in bulk, or you could source things online or in person or whatever, where you could get a lot of new with tag items in bulk, it's actually maybe a good platform to consider. What I do think matters is, you know, you have to promote the content. You can't necessarily just rely on putting things up there and for it to sell. You either need another content creator on the platform to be promoting your product, so you can have affiliates, so you can offer commission. So for instance, I did actually set up an affiliate thing for these phone cases when I initially listed them, but nobody bit. But I think I was offering because maybe 10-20% on them, so it's not very much. But if you if somebody sells at scale, which creators do, and I'll give you an example in a second, there's a lot of money to be made for the creator. So there is incentive, and then you don't ever have to do any of that promotion. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to show your face on camera, which is, you know, I get it, you don't have to. You can get other people to do that. My hair is being a little weird. So for instance, I have done some affiliate work on there. I had this one brand reach out to me, and they were saying they wanted to send me a product, and they said, check out this other user's video to see like what sort of content performs really well for us, because this was a video from another creator that performed really well and went viral, and this person made a lot of commission. So I looked at the videos, you know, it was a good video, but it wasn't like, you know, very like aesthetically pleasing or anything like that. It was just it felt very honest and genuine and filmed in the moment. However, so they were paying this creator $5 per unit sold of this product, and this creator has sold 5,000 units. So that is $25,000, right? I'm like, if I'm doing my math correctly, $25,000. And this creator, all they had to do was film one video. And if you saw this video, you would say to yourself that they've probably filmed this in like 10 minutes. Like they didn't put hardly any effort into this video. But that's what sold it. That's what made it successful, is that it just seemed very natural, and they were able to sell it in that way, which is, you know, really cool. And then the company, obviously, they managed to obviously make a lot of money off that too. Here's an order for 2. So when I get an order for 2, since there's already 2 in here and this is sealed up really nicely, I'm actually just going to take the label off and put it right on to the package. And that one is the most simplest. So I love when there's an order of 2. Is that new eBay message? Okay, what else did I want to say? Yeah. So I knew when I posted, my videos, doing my own self-promotion, my thought was, let me just keep posting, and maybe one of these will kind of catch in the algorithm, because you don't really know what is going to catch and what isn't. And while the videos, when I initially posted them, like they did okay, maybe like a couple thousand views, and definitely got me some attention, like in a little bit of sales, probably like less than 10 over the course of a few videos. It wasn't until about a week or a week and a half later that they really took off. And I do not know what spiked it in the algorithm, but something did. And like I said, I woke up yesterday and I was like, oh, wow, like there's a few orders coming through. Like it just seemed like, oh, this is a little abnormal. This is kind of different. And yeah, and then it just really took off from there. And my phone was just like blowing up to the point that I just had to turn off my TikTok shop notifications because it was just too much. Not that I was ignoring the orders, but that I just needed to turn those off so I could focus on like my phone and taking care of all of it. I'm picking all the ones with 2 right now because it's super easy for me to do while talking to you guys. So that's kind of my tip. If you don't mind being in front of the camera yourself, just make a bunch of videos. To me, I almost think, you know, yes, quality does matter on TikTok, but sometimes it's hard to nail. And sometimes it's actually, when you're starting out, it's kind of hard to figure out like what's going to work best for you, right? Because not every video pops off for the same reason. You need to figure out like what's your secret sauce on any platform, and because you know you want it to be authentic to yourself. You know, you don't want to create content that you don't like creating. Like that matters. I don't know. Maybe people create content just like to create it for other people, but I actually think like you should create it for yourself and like what makes you happy, because it will just make you unhappy. You won't want to film. So anyways, so there's that. And then setting up your own shop is, okay, I'm going to do an order of 4. So for those, I've actually been using the 10 by 13. I have a 9 by 12 that I could use as well, but I'll do this. Where'd the order of 4 go? I just had it. There it is. So for setting up your TikTok shop, it is really simple. Unfortunately, I wish Vendoo or, you know, cross-listing services, let me just say that, had a way to cross list your items easily over onto there, but they don't. However, I think that TikTok Shop and Shopify can like link together, which you can put your items onto Shopify from Blvd, and then I suppose from Shopify, you know what I'm saying, like a little domino effect there, but they wouldn't all kind of speak together. No, maybe they would, because right? Anyways, however, I don't know if I still have my Shopify active right now. You know, it's like sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And I think I stopped using it, or stopped paying for it, right? Because I just wasn't utilizing it. And when, you know, why pay for something? And those Shopify stores it's not cheap. They're expensive. Okay, what is this? An order of one? Oh, order of two. Low-hanging fruit. Let's go for that. Okay. Yeah, so that's like the easiest way. I think you can also, via like Excel spreadsheet, you could transfer items over quicker that way onto TikTok Shop. Again, I just haven't explored that. I've honestly just been like listing them myself, one at a time as I go. Especially I'm just looking at items here that I have at the warehouse that I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of these things, and like items that I have in bulk, and what's, you know, TikTok Shop is potentially the fastest way to do it. So I have more items. I have more items listed on the TikTok Shop. I just haven't made as much content about them. And so again, I'm just like at the mercy of the algorithm and waiting for stuff to kind of catch. The other things that I listed recently were actually some shoes and slippers. So I guess I'll just tell you guys about them in case you're curious and want to do a little bit of holiday shopping. I listed some Dr. Scholl's slippers. They're all new in box, brand new, brand spanking new. And I have them listed over there for $10 a pair. And I can't remember what they retail for. Maybe like 30 or 40 bucks. I mean, significantly more than whatever I listed them for. And you know, the question that I got yesterday with these phone cases that you might be asking yourself now is, how can you sell them so cheap? Well, because I'm just clearancing them out, right? The same reason that, you know, when you go to a TJ Maxx and you're like, how can this be so cheap? I don't even think people ask that, right? It's funny that they'll ask like a small seller, like, how can you sell it so cheap? But like, you wouldn't say that necessarily at TJ Maxx. Like, you're not thinking that. You're just like, sweet, this is only like $1 or $2 or whatever it might be. And you're just happy with that. You know, we're no different. I'm a retailer. At the end of the day, like, if you resell online, you are a retailer of some size, right? You're selling stuff. And so I'm no different, right? I just need to get rid of these. And for me, there's literally, for these phone cases, there's really nowhere I could send them. I couldn't send them to like ThreadUp, for instance, because I don't think they take phone cases. I think they did in a period of time, possibly. But I've looked on their site and I have never seen any for sale because I tried, and they don't have any. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I'm like, oh, there's another order of 15. I'm like, I didn't print this label twice, did we? That's weird. Okay. I was so worried because I was like, wait, they have the same first name. I don't want to say the first name, but they have the same first name, and then their last name starts with the same letter. So I was like, wait, did I double print some labels? No, I did not. It's just magic in this way. So yeah, so that's how I managed to sell these so cheap. At this point, it was just like, I just need these gone, and you know, what's kind of low effort. All I had to do was just make the videos, and now I'm just shipping them out. And, you know, I'm making some money back on these, and I didn't honestly spend too much on them. So yeah, it's all good. So that's kind of my viral story. I don't know. I feel like there's, you know, you always want like a magical answer, right? Okay, I'm like, how many is this? 2. You know, I always, like, when I see people's viral videos, it's just like, what's the answer? what is it like that can make a video go viral so quickly? And the truth is like, the science behind it is that there's probably a lot of different factors. You know, on YouTube, it's about the thumbnail, and it's about your title. It's about what you say in the first few minutes to really hook people and, you know, teach them something. Or I think it's like teach, entertain, or inspire. Those are like the 3 things that you should aim for in content creation. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what about mine. I must have been under entertained, because I don't think I was inspiring anybody with selling selling $1 cases, but maybe that could have been it. No, whatever. But those are kind of the three things that you want to shoot for when you are creating content. And on TikTok, it's even, you know, a smaller frame of time. While you can make videos up until like 10 minutes long, you know, really people are looking at the short form content. So yeah, so that is kind of how I did it. I feel like I should like start going a little bit faster, maybe wrap this video up. I know I said I was doing Vlogmas. I didn't do a video yesterday because I was up S Creek trying to like stay afloat with all of my orders, and currently doing that right now still. But hopefully I can get back on track. I wanted to sit down, quite literally, I'm sitting down on the floor in the warehouse on a mat, don't worry. And wanted to just do a check-in and tell you guys about this crazy like experience that happened. I had no idea that I was gonna wake up and yeah, and then by the end of the day have, you know, so many orders, and then wake up this morning. And I mean, I knew I would probably be sold out this morning, but you know, nothing is ever certain in life except death and taxes, right? So yeah, I'm just very grateful and blessed. And if you bought one and you're watching this video, thank you so much. I'm working very hard to get your orders out, like today, hopefully today and not tomorrow, but for certain in the next couple of days. So anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.